Tune into Raising Wisdom, where we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free, with Nico and Shani Poos, Wednesdays at 8.
Hello.
Hi, vibrations, darling.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
I am well. I'm happy to be back here at Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Thanks for
Mr.
coming back to join us. Okay, well, welcome back to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. It is here we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Together, we will navigate the complexities of life, seeking the elusive wisdom that enriches our minds and souls. So get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. Hope you all are having a wonderful day thus far. I'm your girl, Nico.
And I am your favorite podcast host, Shani, from the Shani View.
Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you joining us and coming back. So, Shani.
All right. So this is the last night of the waxing crescent, which the moon is half illuminated. So that is
Okay.
that is giving us a clear example of a shift and or a change. It presents us with an opportunity to create change in our own lives. So this is the last night for that. And tomorrow is the new moon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm saying really like that because I am in a situation right now where there's an opportunity for a huge change
Right.
to transpire in my life. And then tomorrow is the new moon, so new beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
So I really need to think about how I'm going to handle this. This could really be a do or die situation for the kid right now. Okay,
Do or
this is
die.
yes, well, not do or die, like
I know.
but a pinnacle point in my life where I really could use that information. So I'm so glad you told me that or told us that. Hey, y'all, that's us. Well, that's super dope. So tonight, on Raising Wisdom, we are talking about shining unapologetically.
Yes.
Not dimming your lights, not for nothing, not for nobody, unapologetically. So I'm really excited to talk about this. Last episode had me doing some work on myself to eradicate like any remnants of self-sabotage, because that's what we talked about last week, if you guys weren't here. Hi, vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. Shout out to Artistic Baby. Yeah, so I hope all of you were able to do your work, to do the work that we set out
What
last
was
week.
do you remember?
So you ain't do it, clearly. She don't even know what the homework is, y'all.
I did.
Okay, so the affirmations, yeah, well, that was part of it. And just to see if, to kind of examine your life and your position at the moment to see whether or not you were causing any self-sabotage in your life to be able to prevent yourself from moving forward.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to tie into tonight? Because a lot of our information is redundant. So
Yeah.
we're going to talk about the same stuff a lot.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. I guess if it's redundant, then people ain't getting a clue. They're like, listen, these are the steps to be great. Okay, since you didn't listen to it this time, here are other steps to be great with the same information. But I suppose so. It's a few different points in here in these notes, but we can go off these notes for sure and just talk about what's really going on, like some real life stuff. Because shining unapologetically is, for me, is something that I have to choose to do every day.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself not to dim my light.
Yeah.
I get caught up in the hype, and then I find myself shrinking myself for others to be comfortable, and then I become uncomfortable.
So how do you how do you know when you're dimming your light versus just being courteous? Like, did you know how a lot of empaths feel like, well, I'm a giving person, I'm a loving person, I'm just kind. Like, how do you draw the line between just common courtesy versus dimming your light?
I don't think you have to separate the two. You can still have common courtesy without dimming your light.
Right.
You don't have to make yourself smaller to make other people feel like presence.
Right.
So for me, I know that my presence demands attention. So that's part of my aura. That's just part of who I am. That's part of my light. And so I would do certain things like put on big old shades so nobody had access to my eyes, because it would just be like everybody looking at you and, just try not to draw so much attention to myself. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to how I knew that I was dimming my light,
like just different scenarios. Like, how do you know? Like, hey, you know what? I'm doing too much right now.
When I start to feel antsy and uncomfortable and starting to, I be overthinking on how I need to present myself in certain atmospheres. Yeah. It doesn't feel comfortable. Like, I don't feel like I'm comfortable in my own skin, because
that's one of the bullet points on here was, is that embracing authenticity?
It might be.
Fall up under that? I think it would. Yeah.
Embracing authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everybody's different, and I know, like, I've always had a unique style. I got a different way of thinking. Mm-hmm. I don't run in packs. Right. You feel me? Like, I know I'm an alpha woman, type of all of that stuff. That's a lot. That's a lot.
A lot of courage and confidence to be able to do that. Like, knowing that you have your own unique style and actually walking it out, and not feeling uncomfortable around people.
Right. So, but that type of thing right there can sometimes make people feel intimidated when they don't know you.
And that's on them, because what we ain't gonna do.
Okay.
So it can look good. What does that comment say down there?
I'm looking at it now. So it says, so Miss Portis 84 says. Okay. Hey girl. I would say for me, shrinking myself happens most in the work environment, where there is a lot of having to draw back ideas and engagement to not seem too forward, don't want to seem like that person. Well, why not? Okay, Patty, because what we not gonna do, they probably need your innovative ideas.
Right.
And I think when we shrink ourselves into that space because we think like this might be a little too loud or a little too much, we might be shorting ourselves of opportunities to allow ourselves to shine. Like we're built like this for a reason, Pooh.
That is very true. Like the trending term for what she just described is called imposter syndrome.
Oh, is that what that imposter
Yeah,
syndrome is like?
yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that happens a lot in the workplace. Like a lot of people feel that their word may not be as worthy or valuable as another coworker's,
Well,
whereas it is.
I mean, didn't we talk about comparison? It's
Yeah,
one of those ingredients to self-sabotage, and we talked about that in the last episode. So please watch that as well because that speaks to that. Because that's comparison, right? You know, and
it
then you
is.
have that self-doubt and you shrink yourself.
Hmm.
Mm, no
That is
problem.
one. Mm, but like you said, like adding your 2 cents, that is valuable. Like we do need different ideas. We don't need the same ideas from the same people all the time. We
Yeah.
want to hear from others. So
And in order to, you know, for her light to be able to shine, so there is a point in our notes about supportive environments. And
mhm.
if her workplace is not supporting her ideas,
Right,
you know, they're not creating that supportive environment, that too could be an issue because maybe she's too big for the room,
right.
you
That's true.
know.
But if that's the case, then I mean, you'll only know if you speak up.
Yeah, yeah. So don't dim your light. Do not dim your light. Seeing
Okay,
I've been
I just
there.
read her comment.
So she said, seeing I've been there where I've stepped out and it was taken as she thinks she's better than us. So I just sat back. The environment is crab in a bucket.
Right.
See,
And most workplace, anywhere really in life, anywhere that you have more than two people, is gonna be some type of competition. All of it may not always be friendly. Some may be friendly and empowering,
yeah,
but that crab in the bucket mentality, like you have to step out and speak up. Like Babe said, closed mouths do not get fed.
closed mouths don't get fed, baby. They
Right?
sure don't.
They may feel that you think that you're better than them, but that's on them. If they belittle themselves because you want to stand up and speak, then they got some work to do on themselves.
So some um, possible reasons why people may feel like they need to dim their light is fear of judgment. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if that is the case in Patty's
Right.
situation.
Right.
However, if it is, then you would want to address the fear of judgment and criticism and provide strategies to overcome it to confidently express yourself.
Right.
Because clearly your ideas matter or you wouldn't be in that position,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, she says she moves up and out of those situations, which you hit on earlier about just being in a more supportive environment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So have you ever been in a space
Mm-hmm.
where um, you felt that you needed to dim your light for any reason?
Have I ever been in that space? Does a cow stay move? Oh.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wouldn't think that you would.
yeah. Sometimes I might feel like a person may not have been presented certain opportunities. So I'll move over a little bit. Like, all right, you can sit right here to experience whatever that opportunity is.
Mm.
But I
Mm.
don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore because I've given up a lot of positions for other people. Like, okay, they might be ready, they just haven't had the opportunity, whereas I do, but I don't feel like doing that right now, you know.
Okay.
Like, I'm giving away like school slots or training slots within work for somebody else, and then they go to the school and not even pass. I'm like, oh, come on. Like,
You failed.
yeah.
So we have a talking point on balancing humility and confidence. So discuss the delicate balance between humility and confidently showcasing one's abilities without making others feel inadequate. I'm cool with not making others feel inadequate because I think that's just like you're falling into like being a mean girl type of situation, and that's not the vibe. I just yeah, for sure. But
like you said, not making others feel inadequate.
inadequate.
Is that one of the
So balancing humility and confidence.
Balancing humility and confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Okay, I see it.
You see it?
Yeah. Okay. Discuss the delicate balance between humility and confidence. That's a different one. That's not it. That ain't it. Help me.
Well, listen, I feel like for a long time, I out of courtesy, I suppose, dim my light. It's too bright.
Dim the light. Now that was me.
All right, like I'm in here. Like let me just, let me sit in the back. Yeah,
right.
Because if not, then
okay.
I'm lit.
This comes in full circle. This comes in full circle to, I want to say, our first episode when I said I don't like the word humble.
Humility, humbleness. Yeah.
What I'm talking about, like you said, sit in the back. The dim and the light part, that's what I don't like about that word. But
I see what I don't think of humility like that.
It could be a different term that actually is, but usually when people say humble yourself, when you're shining your light, they on some what did she say? The crab in the bucket.
The crab in the bucket thing. I'm like, oh, well, that's insecurity and jealousy, and we can definitely talk about that because that is plaguing the earth at this moment. Yeah. Sometimes you feel like you need to. Well, not that you need to dim your light, but shining unapologetically comes with consequences. And so with that, you find people in your life that you may thought was, like I think you mentioned one time, it'd be somebody that you wouldn't even expect it from. Right. And, they get on the envy, jealousy campaign because of their own insecurities, because due to your light being so bright, that is going to do one or two things. And that's going to either like inspire someone or it's going to make them feel uncomfortable. And when people feel uncomfortable, they start looking for stuff. Right. What's wrong with this person and how, just start getting negative.
Right.
Because clearly their light's not shining very bright. Okay.
It's unwarranted. Is unwarranted. Like,
that's a better way to say it.
What'd you say?
That's a better way to say it.
That is unwarranted.
It is. It's unwarranted, and it stunts growth. If you're on the other end, I love these topics because I really enjoy self-exploration.
Yeah.
And so I'm one of those people. I don't mind looking in the mirror and facing like ugly truths about myself.
Yeah.
So there was someone that I'm close to, and I would see them on the gram, and I was this is the beginning of me really trying to like do my own thing, you know, as far as my business is, and establish myself, trying to figure it out. Of course, growing a business is not no small thing. It's not a get rich overnight type of situation. Like, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. So I would find myself like becoming envious, and I was surprised myself because I'm like, yo, like these my people. Like, I could be doing the same thing, but the problem was I wasn't. I was stuck. I had the disease of self-sabotage all over me. I was procrastinating. I was having self-doubt. I was overthinking. I was stuck in that bubble, and I was not crawling out of it properly. Right. So that put me in a space to be, my insecurities are way on blast. They didn't do anything wrong. Right. They were just shining in their moment unapologetically. They weren't dimming their light for nobody. They were living in their purpose. And I saw my own insecurities, what I wasn't doing, how I wasn't doing this, where I wasn't, you know, that had nothing to do with nobody else but me. So if you ever was to find yourself in that space, or for people that do find themselves in that space, what does it say? Address the emotions of insecurity and jealousy that might arise when others feel threatened by someone's success, and how to navigate those feelings. That's exactly what I had to do. I had to check myself. Like, they didn't do nothing to you. You need to be doing at all. They look great, actually, okay? You need to be focused on building yourself so you can get there. You're not going to get there. You're just going to be a bitter. Do you want to be bitter? Is this the person that you want to be? Because what are we doing?
And then that person doing all the work to get to where they was at.
Exactly. I can completely understand it. Right. And it's not just the what you may see, you know what I'm saying, what you think you know, the type of work you think. This kind of work to get to these spaces takes a lot of internal, mental, physical, you know, you got to educate yourself. You put a lot of work into your passions and your craft. Yeah.
Yeah. This is very true.
I
didn't want to cut you off.
My bad. You know, I be getting it going, and my chest be getting all like, girl, stop me. Hi, vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. What up, cuz?
I think for myself, I don't really find myself ever really jealous or insecure. Like, I think that is a normal feeling, though. Like, if you are a human being, you are going to feel, you know, some type of way with certain things, but I'll use those as growing tools.
Yeah.
It's like, if I feel some type of way about it, then I'm going to start doing the research on what it is that I have to do to get
exactly
where it is.
Yeah.
So, and the
that's
way
the
that
proper way.
The way I do that, the way that I can maintain it is by, you know, having that proper circle of influence.
Okay.
Right? I have to have a good circle of influence. I can't have certain types of people around me because it's gonna stump my growth.
Yes. I am 100%, 1000% on board with you when it comes to having people around you. That nugget, even if it's one, even if it's 10 of y'all or 5 of you or 3 of you, and it's just one, that I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love you enough to check you. But if nothing changes, then like you can't be the train is leaving. It's leaving
Right.
you behind. Cause
Yeah. And that's not even necessarily a bad thing. A
no,
lot of people feel like if you part ways with somebody, whether it's friendship, family members, or even a love interest, it's not always a bad thing. It's just that you're on two different playing fields right now.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, ooh wee.
like it hurts, but if you look at it sometimes though, you may be stunning that growth by not going in opposite directions. It's probably
You
not
you
opposite
right.
directions, but parting ways. So,
Yeah, you
so
know.
if you're over here learning and reading and applying all these different things to your life to empower your life,
Mhm.
automatically that light is going to spread out to the people around you. So if they're not in the mode of reception to get that light, then your light just gonna have to keep moving on with other people, and maybe eventually they'll grasp onto it and be like, you know what, I want to say, I think it's a saying or something. They're like, I see the light. Like like that will finally pop on for them, but you don't have to sit there and actively be there with them,
Yeah.
dimming your light, trying to help them turn their light on.
So at this point in time, you've got to protect your light because some people aren't ready to even. They're not even ready to. You know what? I don't even think some people understand that they have a light that they are cultivating. I don't think they.
A lot
I
of
think they
people
think
don't.
so badly of themselves. There's so many negative thoughts, so many intrusive thoughts. You're not even thinking about your light. You're not thinking
Right.
about your dreams no more. You're getting caught up in the hype. So how dare she or how dare he, walk around here with their nose all up or some, crazy type of mindset like that, thinking like that, because you're in a space that is hella depressing. So, you
Right. Why would
know,
you want to be around that? Why would you want to
it's
be around?
draining. It's surely draining. So that's why when we're talking about shining unapologetically and not dimming your light for anybody, that also includes protecting your light as well. Because everybody isn't where you are, and that doesn't mean that you have to love them any less. Um, it's just that type of energy will consume you. And do you really want to, like, you work too hard to get to a space where the light is on, I'm shining. I don't
Yeah.
want to, I'm not trying to really, I'm enjoying this light. It feels
Yeah.
good here. It's warm here,
Right.
and then as soon as somebody, it's almost like you're using your pineals, you, you're using your third eye
Yeah.
because you can feel that energy coming from a mile away
Right.
when you're doing the work and like, hey, nah, you cool, but from a distance, from a
Right.
distance.
So I think sometimes it is distance that you have to create between
Mm-hmm.
you and that person, or you and whatever that space is.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's just time that you have to create in between you, and then how frequently do you have to create distance or time between the two in order for you to exist in the same space. Because
Okay.
okay, so I'll use myself as an example.
Okay.
Like, I have a lot of friends. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a lot of friends. Some are near and dear, and then
Mm-hmm.
some I just know this is my turn up crew. I pop out with you when I'm in turn up mode, which
Mm-hmm.
is not going to be every day of the week or
Mm-hmm.
every weekend of the month. It might be one weekend every 2-3 months. So I know I have to create that distance or that time frame apart with them. Whereas sometimes I have family members that I'm gonna talk to this person every week, or I'm gonna visit this person every other week. I'm gonna talk on the phone to this person once a month because I can't tolerate, you know,
Yeah.
the topic of conversation that they want to be on, but I still want to love you,
Yeah.
show my support. But you get to talking about too much crazy stuff, then you're not gonna hear from me too often. And this is nothing against you. It's just that's not what I'm on.
Yeah, and I gotta protect. Yeah, my anxiety will go through the roof. Okay, first of all, calm down. I have plenty of problems of my own. I'm here to help, but
First of all, calm
calm,
down.
calm down. Okay, let's breathe it out. Okay,
Yeah.
what are the steps that we take? You know, for us not to be in this position? Because a lot of people ask me for advice.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing about being me, or a cool thing about being a Taurus.
They
Period. Like,
say, Nico, how do you do it?
how do I do it? You want to know how I
How
did
do you do
it?
it?
Well, when people come and ask me for advice, because it's something about me that gives off the impression that I know what to do. Uh, literally, it's always, my advice is always directed in a positive, more optimistic manner.
Okay, so you looking at the brighter side or the glass half
The
full.
silver lining. I'm always finding the silver lining in something, or yeah, like the brighter path of it all.
Right.
Because life doesn't have to be so like, it doesn't
The
have to
doom
be
and
that all the
gloom.
time. Yes. I cannot
Girl.
stand the Eeyore. I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. I cannot stand no Eeyore whining all the time. What's the matter? I mean, all day you didn't laugh. What
Yeah.
happened? And like when I and it's like, I'm not trying to be insensitive, because I've literally lived through this stuff, y'all. Like, I went through depression for hella long. I battled with alcoholism. Like, I can laugh at all these things now because I went through it. So
Right.
I'm not, saying things to kind of pick at others who, anybody who may be going through these things. But what happened? You ain't put no,
Yeah.
what happened? You ain't put no anime, no cartoons on? Yeah, put some ice cream or something? Or
Right.
can we have a moment of happiness? Like,
You
uplift
know what
yourself.
though? That
Wait.
goes back to one of our episodes about the childhood trauma. So I know a person who is, I actually called this person Eeyore. They may not know it, but that's their nickname for me.
I got a couple of those I know.
But they actually just recently told me that as a child they were abused.
Oh, no.
When, like, them being Eeyore all the time, I never thought like, hey, they went through some stuff as a kid. I didn't. It never crossed my mind. I'm just like, why they just so depressed? Like, why he so this and that?
Yeah.
But then just randomly he revealed that he was abused as a child.
So
the trauma.
Yeah. Yes. That's awful. And that does happen a lot, That was a good point that you brought up about the trauma of it all. Depression is a very real thing. It is very real. Don't get it twisted. Don't play it down. Depression is a real thing, and it can be very, very dangerous.
Right.
So trigger warning and all of that stuff, because I joke around a lot, because I love to smile, I love to laugh, and I like to see the brighter side of things. I laugh at myself. I laugh at my own pain, okay? So, don't get me wrong. Depression is a very, very real thing. And if that's something that you or someone that you know is going through, then don't be afraid to talk to somebody that you feel that can understand you. Shine unapologetically in your depression, if that makes sense. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whatever it is that you're going through in life, you know, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't be apologetic for what you're going through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think that is one of the things where you celebrate your uniqueness. That
Mm-hmm.
could be a way to help pull yourself out of depression. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't know if I've ever experienced depression. I've had sad moments. Um, but I think just being able to celebrate your uniqueness and whatever that journey is that you're on, and learning more about, like, taking that time to learn more about yourself.
Girl, yes.
Right. That's
Uh,
that's what I do when I do fall into those moments. But also
mm-hmm.
understanding how the world flows. You know, how we have, like, all right, we start off the segment talking about the phases of the moon.
Yeah.
But seasons, like, people are
Mm-hmm.
typically more prone to being depressed in fall and winter months. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's because the weather is colder, is because that's when
Mm-hmm.
most of the family holidays are, or what.
Mm-hmm.
But you just gotta know those types of things to help get through it.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think you just losing your mind. Like, it's not
Yeah.
always you.
Straight up. Yeah. It's definitely a lot of factors that goes into creating.
Luxuriate in plant-based skin and hair care for naturally glowing and lustrous results. Indulge in luxurious soaps, massage oils, body butters, and so much more. Get 15% off your first order. Also, explore our amazing literature that will help you navigate within your journey. Make sure you stay up to date with our weekly blog that has a plethora of information concerning health and wellness. Natural Sakari, be the natural you.
I heard you, but I was just asking because the volume. But I'm listening.
No, I can hear you good. Can y'all hear Shawnee good? Can you put some nines in the chat
I
if you can hear Shawnee good?
phone check 1 2. Oh yes, you the one that said that you couldn't hear me.
Golly, I had a good point too. It just left me.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You said that you wanted to be as close to light as possible.
As close
All right.
to righteousness as possible, right? So, we were talking about mentorship, and we were talking about mentorship and guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, so advising tribe to seek counsel, seek counsel, and also like in seeking counsel, that also includes prayer. That also includes prayer. You know, first, you know, and seek counsel that everything will guide you in the way, you know, that you need to go. But don't be afraid to ask for mentorship. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance either. You know, that's where we talked about, the first thing we talked about in Raising Wisdom was taming your ego.
Right.
You know, so you got to do that in order to even ask or admit to yourself, look, I might need some guidance. I need some mentorship here. I don't have it all together. That's cool.
Right.
You just add in, you know what I'm saying? You just add into your light. You only dimming your light when you're sitting over here.
Polishing you.
Yeah. You feel me? A little shiny, a little shoe shining on them real quick. Y'all got to look at this thing in a different way, okay? You know, we trying to get all the Mario coins out here, y'all, for real.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I think you say something about, like, making it, it's almost like a game. That's how I see it.
That's all.
Like,
I'm very playful, so why not turn
the next obstacle, like, for real, level 37. Let's do it. But it's a blessing to be able to watch your light grow. And that's something to be proud of, for sure. And all that is saying is just count your blessings. Remember who you are. Remember where you came from, what you came out of. So don't dim your light, you know, put all the knowledge that you can into yourself so that you can shine as bright as possible. And don't be apologizing to nobody because of it. I'm going to tell y'all something. I used to say sorry all the time.
Just about to say, you only say sorry once. You apologize one time. You don't just, and then quit saying I'm sorry. Say I apologize or my apologies. Like,
change your vocabulary. Here, Raise the Wisdom, we gonna learn y'all some things. Because you don't want to be putting no negative spells and curses on your own life, on your own self, saying that you're sorry all the time. Well, you probably, you know, in a sorry position, or you probably, you know, like you probably acting sorry out here. We ain't finna be just around here sorry.
Right.
Apologize, fix it. You know what I mean? But I used to apologize for everything. I would burp the wrong way and apologize. It's just too sweet, too nice. I had to put her up. I put her up in a very, in a vault.
Thank you.
Because she is just sensitive. Poor baby. Leave her over here. We got to protect this one because the little flower is wilting. Calm down. Like, she's sensitive.
Glad you yourself.
For real.
Wisdom. If you said sorry all the time, you can't really raise too much wisdom. People not gonna respect you.
Not gonna respect you, and I'm just being over here, thinking I'm being polite. You know what I'm saying? That was. They do that over there in Lagos, though, and I thought that was interesting because I stopped doing that. I was like, you know, all right, we gotta stop
sorry.
That out there in Nigeria, Lagos, it's just a part of their culture. It's a part of, you know, FLA. I'm sorry. I was like, listen.
So they basically just saying, my bad. All that.
I'm no disrespect. Y'all know I love y'all out there. Shout out to my Yoruba tribe, okay? Y'all know what it is. But yeah, you know. But that's for... I think, you know, they're just doing that to show respect.
See, that's that fine line between
that and being submissive, like
the humble word that I don't like and the actual humble word. It's a fine line between the two, and people misconstrue them and use them at the wrong times.
Yeah, just feeling like in servitude and stuff. And I started feeling like, you know, the more that, like, because you say it a lot. They say it a lot.
Right.
It is a part of their vocab. Like, it's a part of their culture. You know, you're going to hear FLA or you're going to hear I'm sorry. You know, it's, I don't know, it's different. But after a while, I don't want to hear that all the time.
Chill out. Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, why are you so sorry? Don't be sorry today. Don't be sorry today. Okay? Say it with your chest.
Right. And hold your head up.
And hold your head up.
Right.
Y'all don't let nobody dim y'all light. You know, shine unapologetically, but it's a very different experience. You're going to come out there one day with me. One day.
1 day.
1 week. We're going to go hang out in African Lagos.
Yeah.
I know a little something. We get on the bikes and whatnot, and you gonna hear them saying, I'm sorry all the time.
I want to go shopping.
Yeah.
I just want to buy things.
Just want to buy things.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. We're gonna have to make an episode about expanding your horizons and taking vacations, okay?
Yes.
Because that's a part of this life.
I need a vacation now.
You gotta be out there. You gotta live your life. You gotta live your life and smile the whole way through it. Try to laugh even when you're crying, baby. It helps.
It does. I'm with you on that.
I I so love this topic very, very much. Time is winding down, and I know me. Y'all know I get to rambling. I get to talking about something else and get short-winded. I feel it in my stomach, girl. It's coming from my tummy today.
Yeah. You've been talking from your diaphragm.
From my diaphragm. Okay, like back in the choir, I feel that muscle. I remember. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
Reservations.
I've not been to Cali yet either.
I'm trying to hit Cali so bad. Yes, Cali trip. I love Cali. I went out there a couple years ago. Let's go. You know I'm ready to hop on a flight quick.
I need to go there and Vegas again.
You trying to? I've never been to Vegas. I'm trying to go to Jamaica. You already know.
I haven't been to Jamaica.
Oh, we're going to Jamaica. We're going to Jamaica. And if I can help it, we're going to film some scenes for Femi in it. Y'all, I wrote a novel called Femi. It's a romance novel. Huh?
Is Femi going to be themed or based out of Cali?
Listen, we can make this thing happen. You already know what time it is and how we get down, okay? We can write all of that stuff in. But listen, I don't want us to leave without giving this week's affirmations.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. Yes, I specifically, I really put a lot of thought into this, y'all, because when I tell you, I don't just sit here and, we're talking and I don't do the work too. I'm not telling you guys anything that I'm not doing myself. Because my light is never too bright for me to consistently keep learning. I love to learn. Learning and expanding, it just expands your network.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So, anywho, these week's affirmations are focused on our heart and throat chakras. I'm a Taurus, so the throat chakra is my specialty. So for our throat chakra, okay, so listen. Okay. I just thought about how that sounded.
I know, that's okay. I hear you.
Yeah, that's all that is. Like 19T says, Tauruses are the best speakers.
Really?
Get your little head out the gutters. You're nasty, okay? Anyway. So instead of 2 or 3 affirmations, we'll have 4 this time. So 2 for the throat chakra and 2 for the heart chakra. Okay. 4 is a symbol of wholeness, balance and harmony, sacred geometry, order and organization, stability and foundation, family and community, and as a sign of divine presence. So I chose 4 specifically for this week, for this moon phase, for this time that we are in. So here we go. So for your throat chakra, the 2 are, I speak my truth with clarity and confidence. And the second one is, my words carry the energy of honesty and integrity.
I like it.
So let's get our throat chakras in order. And when you saying these affirmations, you say this affirmation in the rising, right? You're going to be mindful of this. So you can't be you already blocking all types of negative energy coming your way because you're not going to be speaking craziness.
You're prepared for whatever comes your way.
For sure. So the heart chakra. So I'll repeat that again. So the throat chakra, I speak my truth with clarity and confidence. And the second one is, my words carry the energy of honesty and integrity.
Okay.
Yeah. So for your heart chakra, because I need to take care of my heart this week. I don't know about y'all. Well, I need to take care of my heart all the time, but every day. It's a by second thing. But I'm wanting to focus on my heart, and it was impressed upon me that we all need to focus on our hearts.
Yeah.
Because it needs love. So for the heart chakra, the first one is, It's long. So if you guys are writing it down, you can rewind it back when you, rewind. You know what kind of, y'all know how old I am because I'm saying rewind. But you can see it on YouTube. You can run it back. All right. So I am open to giving and receiving love. My heart is a source of compassion and healing. So that's a long one, but let me repeat it. I am open to giving and receiving love. My heart is a source of compassion and healing. And then the second one is, you ready? I release any past hurts and forgive myself and others. My heart is free to experience love and joy.
All four of those are very powerful.
They are, and it's going to force you to put yourself in a space to where this is going to become a part of your experience. So I found it interesting. I release any past hurts and forgive myself and others. My heart is free to experience love and joy, because which is so super cool. Like, we're in a stage, what did you say here? I wrote it down as far as what we're supposed to be doing. We're in a place, to shift or change.
Our own lives.
Given the opportunity to like make changes and stuff. And then tomorrow's a new moon. So for like new beginnings.
Yeah.
And right. So to impress this new beginning on yourself, I think these chakras will be an amazing ingredient to your everyday. Build yourself up so you can shine your light brighter.
Yes. So those 4 affirmations, like you said, play it back or run it back if you need to write it down and get a better understanding on it. We have reached the end of tonight's show. Tonight's episode.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Has come to an end. Yes.
So sad.
Yes. But in a world where gossip rules, we're grateful that you have come back to shine your gems on your crown with us while raising wisdom. Where wisdom is free. I can't do that.
Free.
But have a joyful and prolific rest of your week. Shine your love and your good.
That's what's up. You guys make sure to do everything Shawnee just said, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channels. You can find me on Pressure Makes Diamonds at PMDTV 444.
And you can find me on the Shawnee Poops. We need to start pinning that on here.
Yes, we do. That's exactly what I was just looking at, babe. But what I'll do is, or what we can do is we'll pin it the next time, towards the beginning of the episode, so everybody know where else they can find us.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching again, and we will check you guys out next Wednesday.
Good night.
Bye.